So in my last video, I kind of made my client bleed, but he gave me a second chance and the dry mani turned out really nice. Check it out. We have some work to do. So traditionally I would go with the small tapered barrel and carve out this overgrown area. I am going to choose today to actually go in with the medium Big E and go over the dry skin, as well as, because we're so dry, I think I'm actually going to be able to use this rounded edge right on top and exfoliate at the same time. I would not be able to do that with a flat edge. So that's kind of the difference between when I would use this is when I can exfoliate on top versus when I'm just kind of like tracing out the cuticle. I'm at 15,000 RPMs and there's not a lot, there's like nothing overgrown over here. So I'm just trying to kind of stay up on like the callus cuticle right there. Not really dropping it on the nail plate. I'm going to reduce my RPMs a little later and actually clean up the nail plate some, but I'm at higher speeds for this guy right here. All right. Gently sweep, sweep. This is gentle. We're not trying to just like carve it out because I don't want it to get stuck where I almost feel like I'm pulling just each layer. See how it's like already thinning out? You can see where it's thinner right here. It's more shiny. I'm going to get it really thin, and then I'm going to turn down my RPMs after I do all 10 fingers. I don't want to go back and forth. I want to keep a consistent process, and doing that means right now I'm at a higher RPMs, just removing the bulk, and then I'll go in at a lower RPMs and do more of that refining. So this is exactly the reason why I went with a rounded top, because I'm exfoliating right on top. And I don't have to spend a lot of time cleaning this area because I'm going to go back in with the unicorn bit. So because I know I'm going in with a more smaller taper bit to clean up these lateral folds, I'm not going to do a whole lot right now. You can see how shiny it is. I don't want to go in at 15,000 RPMs. I'm going to reduce it to about 8,000 and clean that up with my next pass. Woo! We got a situation here. So from here to right where you see the break in the skin, that's where I'm working. And I know some of you are like, oh, you should never be working on this nail. Well, if that's the case, then you're welcome to click out of this video right now and not do it. But for those of you who want to learn and not just say no, nothing is bleeding, nothing is inflamed. Now, it might look a little more red on the screen than what it is in person. Don't be a dick. Move along. This is free content. All right. I can see that there's just kind of like some dried up blood and stuff. I'm going to stay away from that, okay? I'm going to go in with nippers and just like the little thing that's like flailing at me. It's like it's waving. I will cut that off. But for most part, I cleaned it up right there, and that's a situation that we'll just have to talk about later, okay? Let's keep moving. Sweeping away that cuticle. No digging, you guys. If you feel like your hands are cramping or your hands are getting tired at the end of the day, increase your speed, get new bits. Or your Efile just doesn't have enough power. Maybe it's going out on you. Working right from left. This is diamond, so I can work in both directions. I'm right on this ledge right here. I'm not on the nail plate, just circular motion. Great. Now I'm going to reduce my RPMs. Start back over here. And just gently push into that proximal fold. I'm not trying to get a tight look. I'm not trying to create this really detailed manicure. This manicure right now is about transformation, and that is getting the cuticle up and off the nail plate, exfoliating it, and just creating like a uniform shape. The nails didn't get like this overnight, so guess what, honey? I ain't gonna be doing any extra work. And I know that's hard because there's so much good stuff here. Also, this is where we're going to get in with that unicorn. This is not fitting. I've already pushed and done a few sweeps. It's not cleaning it.
Hey nail techs, it's time for you to get tools that work as hard as you do. At Erica's ATA, you'll find professional Efile bits, implements, and gels to help you achieve cleaner, longer lasting manicures. From prep to polish, we've got everything you need to level up your services. Shop ericasata.com in the link below.
My Big E was not fitting, but look, my little unicorn's going to be able to get in there just fine. So that'll be my next step. Keep moving the service forward. So I decided to work with the unicorn versus the micro taper because we are really callous and dry. So I have a larger surface area, which also means this round tip is going to be larger. So I have like a rounded, pointy, tapered top that's going to allow me to work in this sinus area where I feel like I have more control. Since he's really tight, I'm not trying to create any kind of pocket. I'm just trying to clean up and make the nail more uniform in shape. Dry manicuring is about releasing the cuticle, which is the dead tissue, up and off the nail plate. And that is all we are doing here. Dead tissue, which is the cuticle that is attached to the nail plate, and we are just nicely using the Erica's bits and exfoliating the dead tissue right off. If you've been hanging out around this channel for a while, you guys are gonna know I am obsessed with forward and reverse. I absolutely just love opening up the nail plate more versus squishing some of the skin back down on the nail plate. And the reason for that is I work the opposite direction in which the bit is spinning, and that takes the skin and it pulls it back, which is exactly what I want. I want to expose as much of that nail plate as possible. So in this area, if I wasn't in reverse, it would just be squishing back down on the nail plate. Now, I get it. Some nail techs, that's not your jam. There is no judgment here. For me, the look that I like having that side really opened up to match this side. And you're gonna notice I haven't been messing with this. I'm going to use nippers. Just be careful with underneath. I can see that it's still attached. Just using my nippers, getting the tissue. Like, look at that. Isn't that so yummy? This is one of the benefits of doing a dry manicure versus water. I'm able to completely see and have full visibility of what is dead. You guys can totally see that. See what's dead? That's what I need to get. So the question is, who would do more, who would do less right here? And yeah.
Yeah.
My signature move, put your favorite cuticle oil on the nails and just rub it in, baby. Rub it in. We are gonna hydrate. Oh my gosh. They could do that all day long. Look at that. Oh my. Oh my. Oh, love it. So even like right here, just gently gonna go over it. That way it doesn't catch, right? We wanna soften all of the skin. It's dry. We work with our hands. So just really trying to just the exfoliated skin, some of that new supple skin, just making everything more supple. When our skin gets dry, it starts to crack and break down. Work in the reverse direction, that way the bit is pulling away from the skin. If you are applying color, this is the last step, okay? So you would have applied color, and then you'd apply your cuticle oil and use the bit to work it in. Very, very gentle. Remember, we left that alone. All we did in that area was we just cut what was dead and what was gonna catch.
I don't know about you, but this dry mani transformation definitely checked all the boxes. If you want to see more content like this, go ahead, like and subscribe. And if you're curious to know how or why I nicked this client and what I did afterwards, check that out in my video logs, and I'll see you in the next video.